Hi everyone, it's Khan Ristic and welcome to Beyond the Front Door, a relaxed, community-focused video series where we speak with local business owners and professionals on how they bring value to the community and share local insights. And today I'm here with Trisha Ong from Mintrix Virtual Assistants and Mintrix Business Advisory. Trisha, if you could maybe just tell us a little bit about what you do and how you help people.
So my name's Trisha, founder and director of Mintrix Business Advisory. We've been around for about 5 years, helping small businesses with different areas of strategy as well as growth. And over time, we just found that our clients were just really time poor. All the strategies that we were doing, they weren't able to find the time to actually implement a lot of the changes they wanted to make. So our solution was to help them find overseas virtual assistants from the Philippines to be able to help them on their journey of delegation.
Fantastic. Okay, so Trisha, maybe if you could just give us an example of the industries that you're finding or examples on how this helps business owners.
Yeah, definitely. So one industry that we really work with is a trades-based industry. So think about, the last electrician or plumber that you've used in your house or in your business, and they're on the tools a lot of the day, their phone's ringing, the mobile's ringing, but there's a lot of admin that comes with running a trade-based business, from things like sending invoices to scheduling to reconciling, following up payments, following up suppliers, getting parts in. There's a whole lot of coordination and administrative tasks, as well as everything else that the business owner has to do, from wearing every hat: marketing, finances, human resources, operations. The list goes on for small business owners. So by being able to delegate some of the recurring repetitive tasks, administrative tasks, social media management or engagement, the business owner is able to work on the higher level opportunities and take those opportunities to grow the business.
Fantastic. And what's something you'd like to say to viewers just regarding, if there's someone that's, as you say, wearing many hats in the business and they've been thinking about virtual assistants but not sure whether to take their first step, maybe they're a little bit scared about, how does it work, with virtual assistants not being in the country, and, these are some of the concerns I know that some people might have, and security issues and things like that.
Yeah, definitely. So with the virtual assistants, we utilize people based in the Philippines. So it's not artificial intelligence. We do get that misconception occasionally. So they're real humans and they're based overseas. Now, my team specifically do work from home. There are other VA agencies who work from an office. And any misconceptions or any questions that they have, please feel free to reach out. Happy to answer any and all questions. We basically help business owners who don't have enough time find things that they can delegate. So it all comes down to what can someone else do instead of you, so that you can refocus on the work that you enjoy, focus on the strategy of your business, focus on business development. So all the things that you can't delegate and still have to be you as the business owner or face of your business, think about all the things that either automation or another individual can take on.
Okay, fantastic. Just in regards to what would something like that cost?
Yeah, so it's very affordable for the small business owner, even from a sole trader upwards. A full-time equivalent resource, so roughly about 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, you're looking at about $1,200 to $1,500 per month. But that depends on the different scope of services in terms of, if you're looking for someone more admin focused or you're looking for someone with more operational management experience. There's different levels, obviously, as wages and pricing does vary depending on the individual and the job that we're looking for.
Yeah, and just in regards to the different types of roles, as you mentioned, there's different roles within. Is there any training involved?
Yeah, so at Mintrix we help small business owners by identifying what sort of recurring tasks that the virtual assistant can help with, and from there what we'll do is help them work out a way for the virtual assistant to be able to take that over, even train them on things like standardizing things, making sure that the process is followed, because each individual, although they come with experience in the respective area, each business owner you're going to find that they'll have their own specific preferences. So for example, when it comes to email management, your preference of how you categorize things versus my preference could be totally different. So yeah, each business is, and each client that we work with is very unique. But in general, the three areas that we do specialise in would be general admin / personal assistant type duties, administrative tasks. The second category would be marketing, so things like social media management, social media engagement, creating content, creating reels, videos like this, where you're even cutting things like podcasts up. So that's the marketing category. And the last one would be more scheduling or finance related tasks. So things such as uploading your receipts, sending invoices or chasing payments, those sorts of things. Your accountant bookkeeper still looks after compliance, but think of more administrative roles to do with finance.
You are also the founder of Mintrix Business Advisory. So if we can just find out a little bit more about your business advisory services.
Of course, so I did start this business out in small business advisory, more on the operations side, so having a look at systems, processes, improving different areas of the business to be able to make it more efficient. And through that journey, what we've done, especially with the Mintrix Business Advisory side, is built that system and process with standard operating procedures. So as an example, our recruitment process, what we do is the first meeting, we work out with the client what sort of tasks that they can delegate, write a huge list of all the things that a virtual assistant could potentially help with. From there, we'll turn that into a job advert, we'll place the advert, we'll then screen, conduct a personality test with the client as well as the candidate to find a good fit. We'll also aptitude test, so just because someone says on their resume they've got Canva experience, we'd like to see output so that we can see if it's the right style that the client's looking for as well as if, things like the tone, the colours, the fonts are all sort of matching what the client's expectations are. And they pass all those things. There's a 5-minute self-intro Loom video. All of that is then shown to the client to select who they would love to interview. About 3 to 5 people is our recommendation for an interview. Over the course of 2 hours, we'll book them in back to back. And should the client like what they see, we'll select a VA from that pool. And then we do a rigorous 3-day training to teach about all areas of communication skills, Australian business etiquette, Australian slangs, which is a team favourite of ours because no one can ever guess anything right, which is hilarious. And then from there we do an onboarding with the client to make sure there's a seamless fit. But our job doesn't stop there. After that, we then do the weekly check-ins. We'll do KPI reviews, and just to make sure there's a seamless fit with the client, and talk about any challenges that do come up along the way.
Sounds like you've built a great values-driven business, and we could sit here for another couple hours talking about it. But yeah, for our viewers out there, if you want to know more, I'd encourage you to reach out to Trisha, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Khan.